The Bachelorette alum Rodney Mathews marries Arielle Hermanson in romantic Riverside wedding, exclusive. Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Rodney Mathews, a fan favorite from The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise, has officially tied the knot, and fans everywhere are celebrating the happy news. Rodney, who captured hearts with his charm, humor, and sincerity, has been open about his search for true love since his time on reality television. Now, that journey has reached its most beautiful chapter, marriage. For many viewers, Rodney's story began when he stepped out of the limo on Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette. From the start, his charisma and lighthearted personality made him unforgettable. Fans still recall his Apple costume entrance, which not only showed his sense of humor, but also proved that Rodney wasn't afraid to stand out and make a lasting impression. Though Michelle's journey ultimately led her elsewhere, Rodney left the show as one of the most beloved contestants of the season. It wasn't long before Rodney returned to the franchise, appearing on Bachelor in Paradise. His time on the beaches of Mexico only strengthened his reputation as a kind-hearted, genuine man looking for love. Viewers rallied behind him, rooting for his happiness, and even when things didn't work out romantically on the show, Rodney continued to shine. The love he received from Bachelor Nation was overwhelming, with fans constantly commenting that he deserved nothing but the best. Fast forward to today, and that best has finally arrived. Rodney Mathews has gotten married, marking the most joyful milestone in his life so far. Sources close to Rodney described the wedding as heartfelt, intimate, and filled with love. The ceremony brought together family, close friends, and loved ones who witnessed the couple's vows and their promise to spend forever together. The bride, whose relationship with Rodney had been kept mostly private compared to his highly publicized dating history on television, was radiant. While Rodney's life in the spotlight began on reality TV, he and his partner have taken a different approach to their relationship, focusing on building a strong foundation away from cameras and public scrutiny. This decision seems to have paid off, as those who attended the wedding spoke about the couple's undeniable connection, deep affection, and genuine partnership. Rodney has often spoken about his dream of finding someone who loves him for who he truly is, outside of the bright lights of Hollywood. On The Bachelorette, he said he wanted not just a partner but a best friend, someone who would support him and share laughter in both the big and small moments of life. Now, with marriage, it appears Rodney has found exactly that. The wedding itself was described as both elegant and personal. Guests shared stories of heartfelt speeches, joyful laughter, and emotional moments that reflected Rodney and his partner's journey together. The couple's vows reportedly brought tears to many eyes, as Rodney expressed his gratitude for finding a love he once wondered if he would ever discover. Friends from Bachelor Nation also showed their support, with some attending in person and others sending warm congratulations through social media. Fellow cast members praised Rodney for his positivity and kindness, often referring to him as one of the most genuine people to ever come through the franchise. The outpouring of love and congratulations highlighted just how much Rodney has touched fans and friends alike. Beyond the excitement of the wedding, fans are also celebrating what this moment represents for Rodney's journey. His path to love wasn't simple. Like many from the franchise, Rodney faced heartbreak in front of millions of viewers, and there were times when fans felt emotional watching him struggle to find the right connection. But through it all, Rodney remained hopeful, optimistic, and true to himself. That resilience has now led him to the happiness he deserves. The newlyweds are beginning their next chapter together, and while Rodney has not yet revealed many details about their honeymoon or future plans, sources suggest the couple is focused on enjoying married life and cherishing each moment. Rodney has always emphasized the importance of gratitude and living in the present, so it's no surprise that he and his wife want to savor the joy of this milestone before anything else. For Bachelor Nation, Rodney's marriage serves as a reminder that the journey to love can take many turns, but true happiness often comes when you least expect it. While reality television brought him into the public eye, it was in his real life, outside the cameras and the competition, that he found the partner who would become his wife. Fans across social media platforms have flooded comment sections with heartfelt congratulations. Many express how much Rodney's story has inspired them, while others celebrate the fact that one of their favorites has finally found his happily ever after. The words, "You deserve this," appear again and again in the messages, reflecting the deep affection fans have for him. In interviews leading up to this milestone, Rodney often reflected on his time in the Bachelor franchise with gratitude, saying that while it didn't lead him to love directly, it taught him lessons about vulnerability, patience, and the kind of relationship he truly wanted. Those lessons clearly played a role in guiding him toward the love he has now. As Rodney Mathews steps into married life, he leaves behind the role of fan-favorite single Bachelor Alum and embraces the role of husband. His journey reminds us that love is not always found on the biggest stages or in the most dramatic moments. It can be built quietly, steadily, and meaningfully. For those who have followed his story since that memorable limo entrance, this marriage is not just a personal victory for Rodney, but a heartwarming conclusion to a chapter fans have been invested in for years. And while this may be the end of his reality TV love story, it is the beautiful beginning of a real-life one that promises to be even more fulfilling. Rodney Mathews is officially a married man, and Bachelor Nation couldn't be happier for him. Bachelor Nation's Rodney Mathews is married. Mathews, who is most recognized for his time on Season 18 of The Bachelorette and Season 8 of Bachelor in Paradise, married Arielle Hermanson in a romantic wedding in Riverside, California on August 16th. We loved that the venue felt like a Spanish-style getaway, with all the charm and warmth of a Mediterranean escape, yet it was right here in Southern California, the couple exclusively tells People. It truly felt like a destination wedding without ever leaving home. The black tie nuptials were attended by 150 guests, including a few Bachelor Nation OGs plus NFL Hall of Famer Andre Reed and actor Trey Hale. All that mattered to us was having all of our favorite people there to witness our love story and our forever, Mathews and Hermanson say. But, of course, we wanted to do it in a dramatic, elegant style. Entering through ornate Mexican mahogany wooden doors, Mathews and the wedding party walked down the chapel's red aisle as Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown's No Air was performed by violinist Jeremy Green. Mathews and Hermanson sang the ballad the first night they met. The reality TV star wore a suit from Friar Tuck's. Before Hermanson walked down the aisle, a compilation of her late father's voicemails played. Light shone through jewel-toned stained glass windows onto the bride as music Soul Child's So Beautiful played on violin. Her hair was styled by Maisha Denise, makeup applied by Candice Renee, and nails done by a North Hollywood-based nail tech named Haley. At the gold altar, the couple exchanged handwritten vows and wedding bands from jeweler Jane Abisinema. Their phone-free ceremony was officiated by their mutual friend Sean Wilson. For Mathews and Hermanson, marriage means spending forever with our favorite person in the whole entire world. A lifetime of laughing, adventure, family, and unconditional love, they add. Guests headed to the venue's opulent ballroom for reception, which was decorated in deep shades of black, ivory, and reds. Iris's designs was behind the elegant florals, candles, and draping. We so closely and personally designed our absolute perfect day, and we've left no stone unturned, the couple says, adding, "Marriage has been a lifelong dream for both of us since we were children, so getting to have our dream wedding feels like we've made it." DJ Sean G led entertainment, playing Butterflies by Alicia Keys for the couple's first dance. Family and friends of the bride and groom danced to top-tier music throughout the night. For the reception, Mathews changed into a shawl lapel men's blazer with shiny accents, while Hermanson slipped into a mini dress draped in pearls. Seated underneath crystal chandeliers hanging from exposed wood beam ceilings, partygoers dined on their choice of steak, chicken, or pasta before savoring slices of the three-tiered cookie butter wedding cake from Crazy Sweet by J Bakery. The wedding was planned by Julian Anthony Wagner. The newlyweds met on a random night out at the Venice Whaler on June 3, 2023. About a year later, on August 12, 2024, Mathews proposed with a Sophia Come-On diamond ring at his mother's hillside home in Riverside. A few days later, Mathews and Hermanson announced their engagement in a joint post on Instagram. In July, the couple legally tied the knot in an intimate ceremony at Beverly Hills Courthouse. They now look forward to enjoying being married, traveling, buying a home, and starting a family. "We are best friends first and foremost, which makes for the smoothest ride," the pair shares. "We are both committed to achieving our wildest dreams, and we cannot wait to enjoy the fruits of our labor." They plan to spend 10 days in Spain, specifically in Barcelona and Costa Brava, for their honeymoon. Several former athletes were cast on Michelle Young's The Bachelorette installment, and fans want to learn more about the football career of season 18 alum Rodney Mathews. After not finding love on Matt James' The Bachelor season, Michelle remained a popular reality star, as people got to know more about her through her stint on The Bachelorette. Previously, she'd been announced as one of two 2021 The Bachelorette leads, along with Katie Thurston. Katie's season aired first in the summer, whereas Michelle's season premiered in the fall. During the first episode of The Bachelorette season 18, Michelle Young got to meet as many as 30 men vying for her love. 7 contestants were promptly sent home on night 1, with 23 men remaining, who had managed to make good first impressions. While certain cast members definitely stood out in the first episode, things can always change over the course of a season. For example, Michelle didn't come into The Bachelor season 25 on day 1, but she still finished the season as Matt's runner-up. Her future co-star, The Bachelorette's Rodney Mathews, has been keeping busy. At 29 years of age, Rodney was introduced to Michelle and Bachelor Nation as a whole as a sales representative from Rancho Cucamonga, California. However, he also happens to be a former college football player. In the 2010 football roster for Abilene Christian University, he was listed as a defensive back who is 6 feet tall and 190 pounds. Moreover, the official California State University, Fresno website listed him as a safety in the team's 2014 roster. On Instagram, Rodney has plenty of pictures from his football days, as well as more recent photos where he appears to be coaching a team. Bachelor Nation first saw Rodney dressed as an apple on The Bachelorette during the premiere episode. Given that Michelle is a teacher, dressing as an apple felt like an appropriate night 1 gimmick to get her attention. However, Michelle did call out Rodney later in the episode, when he didn't know specific names for apples. One can assume that Michelle has received many apples from her students over the years, so she was able to name several red apples that Rodney could have referenced during their interaction. Nonetheless, he still got a rose at the end of the night, so he clearly made a positive impression on Michelle. Aside from Rodney's lack of knowledge about apples, he had a very endearing first night introduction that caught Michelle's attention, but didn't overwhelm her. Unfortunately, Rodney did not win Michelle's heart, but he did come out of The Bachelor with a new relationship: his friendship with Nate Alyakoya. After a roller coaster season on Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor Nation is curious to see what comes next for Rodney. We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.